Well, welcome everybody. Episode 3, Stuck in Southside.
The first Cowboy and Lucky script I wrote was this one.
That's exactly right. I forgot about that.
Because what happened was we met and you said just write one. And so I had no idea what y'all wanted to do or anything else, so I just wrote this episode. And you liked it, and I wrote another one, and I just kept it there. We're from there.
And I know we talked about it last time, and damn, when we get to episode 2, but I don't care. I think these credits are awesome. For just doing it in the backyard, it shows Cowboy and Lucky, and using that line, if it ain't broke, just you wait. That was Bob Vera's line up in Phoenix. Mm-hmm. We appreciate that.
All right, so this was the first script I wrote. This whole thing at the Speedway was not in the script.
No.
It actually was not even remotely what I intended to write. And I can tell you the story behind it. I wrote the scene, I thought Lucky was going to be that brooding, dark, introverted, whatever type character. So I wrote a scene where he's just in a room smoking and all this kind of stuff. Well, Brad, the other writer, read it, and he said, well, it needs more production value. I'm like, no, it doesn't need production value. It's not supposed to be a production value scene. And so y'all redid this to add production value. So I always hated this opening. I always hated this whole Speedway.
Really?
Thing. I hate it. I still hate it. It's not even remotely what I was.
I remember that.
But this is when I first was around. I didn't really have any say-so or control or anything else.
I liked the production. I liked the big showing a lot of people.
Well, I like all that too, but it just didn't work here.
But you didn't write it for that, yeah.
It just didn't work here.
That's taking somebody that's creative and going, we're not using it. You know, even if this would have been the greatest scene ever, it still wasn't a scene you intended.
No. So you're right. I always hated this scene. Always hated it.
Look at the extra right there. He's just some dude. He was just happened to be walking.
And if you saw the Rock'em and Sock'em shirt that Cowboy had on, that's what we were when we began.
Yeah.
And then we transformed over to Red Sea. That's a whole nother story.
We're in Hewitt.
Betty Bruce.
Yeah, we're in Hewitt at Betty Bruce. And then we're introducing Tom, Brother Sam.
Tom Young.
And this is the stuff you guys are getting on the commentary of us, like the way Hoke had intended it to write it, and as the producers and this is Hoke's, like, this is really this is the first TV series, second TV series for us, and after we were told production value,
yeah,
we went, let's just add some production value.
And it's another case of looking for a certain something. If you remember, Sarah, who's the secretary, was helping us.
Yeah, she was taking pictures behind the scenes.
She was taking pictures and all that kind of stuff, and we couldn't find anybody. So she stepped in there and played the...
Right, that's right.
The day of.
That's right,
the day
we had a
of,
whole other person cast.
We had another person who didn't show up. The day of.
You had to remember her lines on the fly.
That was really good.
Or half remember them on the fly.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Brother Sam, the origins of Brother Sam, real quick. Brother Sam is taken from the book Brother Sam, which was Sam Kinison. I'm a huge Sam Kinison fan. So the idea of an angry, Bible-thumping, if you know Sam Kinison, the whole religious background of it. So the whole angry, Bible-thumping guy, Brother Sam, totally came from my love of Sam Kinison.
Which Tom does a great job.
Tom does a great job.
And we found Tom in Dallas when we did a casting for a horror picture that we still haven't shot, Hamlet's Cove, a vampire picture, and he came in red, and he was the best for the lead.
Yeah, no doubt.
And we got to use him somewhere. And then, of course, when we introduced him to Hoke, it was just
we met another young lady when we went, and Brad and I went, and we need to use her because she was awesome too. Just nothing has.
What's her name? Jasmine.
Oh yeah. Well, Tom is now like a staple in all of our stuff now. He was the bad guy and Thought on Chain, and of course Brother Sam, and
he's done a bunch of TV stuff. He's in all the series in Dallas.
He works a lot in Dallas.
Yeah. But he takes in Cowboy and Lucky. That's what, he's got that. And Cowboy's got to hit on everybody.
Yeah. And what's funny is, like, Cowboy's success rate is phenomenal.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know if you ever got shot down.
No.
Well, right. April, the hitman woman, is the only person that ever shot you down. Literally.
Yes. Yeah. So that doesn't really count.
Oh, this is Russell's shot coming out. This was his masterpiece. Watch. When
Right
she
here.
sits
And
down.
if you can see the microphone on the back
on the
of
pack,
her,
there it is.
and
worry
we
about
could
that.
not hide that.
No.
we just left
We didn't
it.
catch it.
There was no alternative shot.
There he is,
There
the
was
reveal
the
of Brother
reveal.
Sam watching.
There was no way to hide that microphone. We tried. Remember, we
Yeah.
kept trying to like crop it out and all kinds of stuff, and it was just, we said screw it, just left it. That's
Once
where you-
again, Lucky's fixing to fire one up.
Yep.
That was supposed to be a whole running theme through the whole series
Yeah.
that you smoked and didn't smoke. Because I didn't know that you didn't. I didn't know you smoked and didn't smoke before I met you. I
Well,
just wrote it.
we kept it through here, and I throw it away at the end of this episode. Remember?
Yeah,
you're done.
that's
done.
exactly
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, you're done for good, I think.
But I tell you what, he never got in a bad mood after quit smoking.
All
Well,
right.
hey, this is great because this is the first time we used Rez's suction cup spider rig, and we're riding with the windows down, doing dialogue.
Yeah.
And luckily, trees going by
Help.
makes it seem like you're moving a little faster because we're only going 15 or 20 maybe.
I don't even know if we were going that fast, man.
Haha, got y'all. That's actually a green screen. No.
Hang tight, though.
We do have some green screen
We
car
will
stuff
see
later
that.
in the series.
We will see that.
Not here. You see that random push out of nowhere?
Yeah.
Again, another tough scene to cut. I can't remember all the issues where I think the lines were.
The lines and I think our sound, it was,
Well, we only have two. We only have two angles.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
this and then the back seat
Yeah.
for me.
Look at this. You see the sticker of themselves in the back?
Yeah.
Oh, this is Gary's B-roll. Remember Gary
Yeah.
shot 5 hours of B-roll?
Yeah. This is Hooker Holla. This is
Yeah.
8th and Ross. And in fact, the house that you're fixing to see is not there anymore.
That's right. I forgot
They
about
tore that down.
This was
Not-
a hot day.
This was hot.
Very. And we had a whole tent city set up
Yeah,
over here.
sure did.
Yeah.
A couple of tents and water and sandwiches, and
Yeah.
probably should have sold those for $1 a piece.
Again, oh, this is yeah.
This is a good. This is a good little scene. This is where we introduce Jenny.
Jenny.
I mean, what's the girl?
Oh, the hooker?
No, the runaway. That's who we're picking up.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember the character's name. What was her name?
McAllister.
Yeah, I know
I don't remember her name.
We don't have our notes in
But-
front of us. We're
But
trying to
Kaylee
off our
popping
head.
up. Remember, I asked
Jane, because it's Jane's
Jane.
Revenge.
Jane's
later.
Revenge. I asked to have her pop in because I'm a big 2.5 Men fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they would pop in Rose from next door. She just pops up in scenes.
Oh,
And you kind of wrote it in where she'd just pop up at different times.
gotcha. Yeah.
And she does. Yeah.
Okay, see, the whole Jane Hooker thing started a whole like story thread where Lucky is obsessed with the fact that this kid prostitute got killed and he couldn't save her. So this started that whole. There's like out of the 13 episodes, that's probably what 6 of them involved that whole storyline.
Yeah. And this is Kimberly. She lives in Dallas, but
Yeah.
actually from Waco.
And she's done a bunch of stuff in Dallas.
Yeah, it's pretty busy.
She was what was Tom Hanks' boy in?
The good guys, right? Or the bad?
No,
Good Guys,
the
Bad
good
Guys,
guys,
something like
whatever.
that.
Yeah. That it didn't last very long.
Yeah.
It's a cop show. There she is.
There's Jane.
Jane.
Oh,
Jane.
that ain't McAllister. Who is that?
That's her, it's McAllister, but I can't remember her first name. Oh.
Yeah, she's from Temple now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's on my Facebook. I have to look her up and see.
Yeah, I would too, but I'm not right now.
Oh, I remember this is like one of the first things I wrote, and this was actually the first one we shot, or I shot
Yeah.
with y'all.
I think this is our first
And
one.
I remember feeling horrible that I wrote this stereotypical hooker role, and Kimberly was playing it because it was supposed to be that she was ugly, but she totally was a professional and played it up that way.
Yeah.
I remember feeling literally bad that I wrote it she's supposed to be ugly and all that kind of stuff.
I like
Well,
that.
it was in the description. Remember?
Yeah, I felt horrible. Oh, there's an infamous outlaw in this scene. I forgot about that.
I was gonna. Didn't know if you were gonna go there.
I didn't know how to introduce it.
We'll just say there's an infamous outlaw in this scene, and I think he gets what's coming to him in this scene, doesn't he?
Probably.
He
does.
I think he actually gets what's coming to him. I'll leave it up to y'all if y'all like elaborate any more than that.
Nah, we probably won't.
Well, look, if you watch their conversation, it's all about coming in some guy or some girl, right? It's like a whole thing, like some sisters.
It was.
Yeah, but we tried to say it where you're not talking about. Like,
yeah.
By the way, we agreed the commentaries would be a little more R-rated. So.
I thought it was about tits.
No, that was the one when we're at.
Show me some skin.
We're in the cinema parking lot shooting that one about the girl.
So because he's not inside, right?
Right. Yeah.
And that's the line. So.
Yeah.
And that house is tore
Once
down
again,
now.
Hope's writing.
Yeah, exactly.
So now it all goes crazy. We're out of focus there with our Steadicam guy running.
Again, another tough scene to edit. Oh, this was really tough to edit.
I think my favorite part of this is Cowboy focusing with one eye, then the other eye.
Yeah.
And I got lucky is like pinpoint. Lucky is like bullets never miss ever.
Well, he's scared. See, a scared man can never shoot straight. So I got him.
That's what old Clint Eastwood said.
Look at that. Background's focused.
Yeah.
Our
rookie camera guy's right there.
Yep. Lord Child.
Lord Child.
Lord Child. That was not in the script, I don't think.
I don't think it was Lord Child. But that was her call on that. Here we go.
2, 1.
See, never miss. The car is like in great shape after unloading like
shape,
8 bullets.
I guess Cowboy just.
And I like how Cowboy's gun is moving back at the same time that last sound
Yeah.
is going on.
Yeah.
Man, I wonder what I ever did with those shorts. Oh, that's the gang
That's
tat.
the gang tats.
Drew those on there with a marker.
Yeah.
Oh, that's old Jesse, isn't it?
Yeah.
He went on. Jesse, the guy next
He's done
door,
Dallas
just got through doing Pitch Perfect 2.
Yeah. He's in Thought and Chain. He's one of the guys that gets shot in the hallway. We need to use him again.
Yeah, he was.
He's got a great look.
And once again, no reason to
guys
take
were
that
good.
Red Sea sticker off the back of that truck.
No way, no way.
Really.
And Jesse's
Ken,
lost
don't worry
a
about the
bunch of weight.
focus. Don't worry about the focus and all that.
And we sped that up.
Of course. We took a break there and we were talking about all the different elements we have not shied away from.
Yeah.
He's
at church tonight.
There's a whole scene that we cut out of them talking in the car. I can't remember all that was said in the scene, but I can't remember why we cut it. But there's a whole other scene that's supposed to be in there somewhere.
Yeah, we were driving around in the car because I remember we drove around the block a couple of times.
I can't remember at all what was even said in the scene. I think it was just for length, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's why we cut it out.
But this is the night before. That was the night before, and this is the next morning.
Yeah.
But you don't know that.
And look how calm. Oh wait, they don't know they're outside yet, do they?
Yeah.
Or does he?
Not yet.
No.
Cowboy's fixing to tell them.
No. We heard them slide in.
Oh yeah.
So we know they're out there.
She's calm
she's
as can
calm,
be,
yeah.
man. She's a cool customer.
Well, we don't know who they are, and she tells us right here.
Oh, okay.
So
Who her
it
dad
makes it-
was, yeah.
But I'm trying to figure out how Cowboy shot the driver of the green car.
And the green car shows up again.
No, just how he shot him inside without it going through the front window.
Right.
I think he's got those curving wanted bullets.
If you go back and look, the car is slightly tilted to the right. He's got his wheels. And I think everyone went in the window.
Yeah. That's where the old have no money to shoot this comes in. It's like the opening of Wounded, where there's been a big shootout and there's no, like, even bullet casings on the ground.
I will say this. Sarah's character, she is not nervous a bit.
No,
She's actually just rocking back and forth in the chair like this
Cool.
happens all the time.
Yeah. Well, she hangs out with Brother Sam. She's used to violence around her. And bullets. Now, I won't put you in this back room where it's safe. Never mind the big hole in the wall.
That whole window.
that they can just crawl through.
But remember, it was to get her out of there.
Yeah. Yeah.
To get her gone.
He got it. Now watch this. He has an Uzi.
Oh, his is classic.
And Brother Sam's coming home from church. And
I think there's a big reveal shot, right? I think we have a reveal.
Yeah, we go
Wait
around.
for it. Wait for it. You'll see that there's a reason why he's so confident. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
The big old cannon.
Brother Sam. And them guys ain't even looking around.
And he's using the Bible as a steady.
Yeah. That's classic.
And
Brother
that's
Sam.
actually Robert's car. It's in every episode.
Yeah, I think so.
She was coming to get paid.
Yeah.
And I think the reveal of Brother Sam here turned out to
Pretty
be
good,
really,
yeah.
really good. The halo effect around him.
I remember we had a bunch of like outtakes. There's a line y'all give here. We kept laughing or something, right?
Oh, he says something at the very end.
Yeah.
That was funny. He replies to Brother Sam. Watch.
He was
They
all
weren't dead when we got
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, you know what? I was going to touch on that. This right here was great that we had Hewitt Fire Department, Hewitt the police, and they all came out.
Yeah,
And
that's really cool.
They drove the fire truck and everything. That's what I'm talking about, shooting in a small town.
Just 99% of the time, all you have to do is ask.
You just got to
yeah.
ask. Yeah. I thought Sam did a good job here, too.
Yeah, I really like. Tom never lets me down. I always like Tom's stuff. He's like an actual
this
actor.
Yeah.
I don't know about y'all, but I can use a drink. You coming?
I think this is
We'll
it
sit
right here.
and stop smoking.
Here he is. This is where we're inspirational and very uplifting.
And
Oh yeah, I just remembered.
this episode was full of
We had some felons.
They had a criminal element to this episode.
Yeah.
Behind the
Yeah,
scenes.
yeah.
finally got a cigarette to my mouth, and you have no idea how bad I hated to do that. Just the thought of it being
Of
lit
having
in
it,
my
Really?
mouth.
See, when I wrote this, I had no idea you were so adamant non-smoker. I had no clue. All
Well-
right, now we didn't have enough time. We had to add time to this series or
This
episode.
episode.
And this is shot where, Chris?
This is shot in Cottonwood. It is off 77, headed out towards Chilton, where I grew up, towards a town called Morville. And just a little cemetery.
And
yeah, we got a little flack.
Yeah, and that's the mom and dad of Cowboy and Lucky.
Yeah, them.
And
That's
we
them.
we
That
shot
brick.
this like 4 minutes after the rest of this stuff. All this
Yeah.
stuff was like way later. We shot.
Yeah.
Wasn't this cold as crap?
It was
It
freezing.
was freezing. If you watch the camera closely, you'll see it shake. That is because I'm shaking running this camera.
Well,
It's literally just the three of us there, literally.
yeah, and I don't think everybody understood that's what Cowboy does. He's still a very nice guy, but he walks across the tombstone.
Yeah. We got flack on this one? I don't
we
remember.
got some
Yeah,
people,
got a little bit.
Huh.
Both times we've used a cemetery, we got flack on it.
Yeah.
But I know that I had one set of clothes laid out, and I just kept layering them. I have 3 long sleeve shirts on, so I wasn't near as cold as y'all.
Well, I remember during the day it was not cold, and
it got cold
I think I was
that
wearing
night.
shorts and a t-shirt,
Right.
And I had to borrow Russell's sweats or something to go shoot this. It was freezing that night. I just remember that.
And this is another one of those scenes where you see Lucky has a lot of
Yeah.
disturbance in his past and
Yeah.
kind of wants to talk to somebody, and Cowboy is not even
Not
paying
the guy to
attention.
talk to, yeah.
No.
What's he's got the cat deal or something?
Yeah.
doesn't
The
it?
cat app. Yeah.
the
The
cat
Talking
app.
Tom or whatever it was called.
He's talking about his military.
Fallujah and carrying on.
Yeah.
But what
Man,
people
I
don't
loved it.
realize is as they watch that, what's running our lights is the van. We have a
power
a
inverter.
power inverter, and we had to keep those lights on. We had to keep running over there and starting them so the battery wouldn't run down.
Yeah.
and coming over my back shoulder is a 650 run off a power inverter from the van, and it's running.
To me,
yeah, go ahead.
I was just say the payoff joke of the app, and he plays back Lucky's voice is so awesome. This was one of my favorite moments in the whole series. I love how deep he goes and how stupid Cowboy goes.
And like I said, we're gonna revamp these characters starting in September with new web episodes. So we're kind of excited about that because we got a full. There it is.
Was you even paying attention?
Huh? Oh, look, I got this new app. It's this cat. And everything you say, it'll say. Check this out. I recorded some of your conversation. Listen to this. It's funny.
If she dies, the blood's on my hands, just like the soldiers in Iraq.
I love that scene, man.
My question is,
Watch, Cowboy don't forget those beers.
how did Lucky get there?
He might have just dropped him off, and he went and
Well,
got some. He
I
went
think
and got
that-
some beer.
He went and got beer.
Yeah.
Or I think it's one of those deals where it's really a small town. He just walked over there. We'll just go with that one.
And
Well-
you see the ending credits here.
What I
Filling
like,
time, yeah.
what I like is you do see all the behind the scene photos. I think that's really, really awesome because we had a lot of fun.
And looking back on these, you look at these credits, and I almost could throw these credits out because like we all did everything.
Oh, I totally agree.
You know,
I totally agree. Did we have Turk a little bit in that one?
maybe.
I saw his
I think he
name.
was there at the shootout, right?
I know he was
think
there
so.
at the shootout.
I think
That
he was
might
there at
have
the
been it.
shootout.
There's Jane.
Lauren
McAllister.
Lauren
McAllister.
McAllister.
McAllister. But I hope you guys enjoyed episode 3, Stuck in Southside, and stay tuned for episode 4.
Yeah, and as you see, you can get Kaylee's music on iTunes. Just search
That's
Kaylee
cool.
Caperton.
It's Red Sea 2. Look at this. That's where we changed it to Red Sea
Yeah.
TV.
Yeah.
Like, wow. I forgot about that.